sorry, I was just kind of in an open tuning mood today, so messing around with that. I'm sure you recognize what that is. There are a lot of cool tunes you can do. I'm in an open G tuning right here, and actually a lot of songs that have passed through mentions on the forum lately. But let's not go there. Very easy. I'm not sure I'm going to get to a lesson on that because it's only a 3-chord song with fancy picking and most of it's improvised. But we'll see. You should be able to figure it out from that. Wait a minute. I'm here to give you the news. It is Friday, March 25th, I think. And we finally have a break. It has been raining here in Northern California like you wouldn't believe. So it's been a kind of dark week and wet and cold. But what I mostly want to run through today is kind of wrapping up the auction. I really, first of all, got to thank everybody for everything they did getting involved on one side or the other. You know, we had a few people really contributing a lot of time and energy, and really want to thank Damian and Matt Williams for all the time and energy they put into this to help raise money for MattB. And then we had a few people contribute some really significant things. Bill in particular, I want to thank you for what you did there. And then we had some winners that got some pretty cool things. So we had a lifetime Target membership. Went to Mike Anderzak. And he's been a Target member for a while, but now he's in for life. So far, the only lifetime member. I guess maybe other than maybe me and Matt. I think I'm kind of in for life too. And had some pretty cool instruments. I don't have it handy today, but as many of you know, the Taylor guitar that a lot of people were going after has gone to one of our very visible members on the forum, Scott, who has shared some great pictures of Alaska from the sky with us, and is threatening to come down here to Northern California and pick up the guitar. So we might be passing that on to Scott in a few days. So we had the pick any lesson you want thing actually went to Bill, as some of you know. And he sent me a list of his requests, and I will give you a hint. There are a couple of them on there that I will be happy to do. There are 1 or 2 that are not likely, but I'll let you know more about those later. I will give you the hint is he's kind of heading in the high-end finger-picking direction. So that may be where we're going sometime over the next few weeks. So we had I had one more thing I wanted to tell you about. Oh, it was the Skype lessons. And the person who won that wants to stay anonymous and may be donating them to some other members. So we'll see what's going on with that. But anyway, so that was, again, I want to thank everybody for participating in any way you did, and it was a fun week, and we really have helped put a dent in some of Matt's expenses, and that was the whole thing. And he's feeling a little bit better, by the way, too, in case some of you have been following some of his posts on the forum. So other than that, around here we had some interesting things. We had got to another episode of Luthier's Corner. We had Keith Holland drop by. Well, we dropped by Keith's and got him to talk about capacitors. So a little bit of a techie discussion on some of the things that they're involved in, the great art of luthiery. So, and then we had a few reviews, running thin on uploads, guys. So if you want to see more reviews, I need more uploads. So I know the busking channel is going swimmingly, and I'm really enjoying seeing some of the things that happen in there. But try to upload some more songs for review, because I'm not sure I'm going to go back to ones that didn't happen. They're like a year old, which is what we would be sort of down to now anyway. But there are still a few in there ready to be looked at, I guess. So, and then we brought out some of the songs that we did have reviews on this week were kind of cool. One of them is coming up fairly soon as a lesson, and that was Helplessly Hoping. I know I've been beating around the bush on that one for a long time, as I do with many songs. Some songs, I guess I have to even go into there are just so many songs. So you've seen the list. It's over 700 on the recommend a lesson list. Now we've done well over 100 of those, but And I like to pick some things. There's also some surprises coming up, some songs that have never appeared on the list, but that people are going to like, I think. So anyway, so we had a review of Helplessly Hoping, we had one of Streets of London, and one of Wondering Aloud. If you guys haven't seen this, Dean did a phenomenal job playing Wondering Aloud. I didn't have a lot to add to it, but I just had to congratulate him on a spectacular job. So, and then Pete had a great rendition of Neil Young. I could almost do that here if I got it in the right tuning. Run through his 3 Neil Young tunes: The Loner, Cinnamon Girl, and what was the other one? I forget, but it was a set of those, and all in the double drop D tuning. Now he didn't do, but he could have. So that one's not done in double drop D. Anyway, so great job on the Neil Young medley as well. And then in the Target world, we had a couple of Gordon Lightfoot tunes. I was really glad to finally get to If You Could Read My Mind. I had a lot, and you may have seen my posts on the forum about this. I had kind of a lot of things to run through with that, whether trying to make it 100% accurate the way Gordon does it, or the way I've just sort of played it over the years, many, many years. I've been playing it since I first heard it in the early 70s. And, well, 1970 actually. When I got my my first little steel string guitar that some of you have seen, my Yari. Got that the same year. So anyway, so we had a couple of Gordon Lightfoot tunes. We did If You Could Read My Mind, and then reached way back to his first well-known song, Early Morning Rain. Then we also added a few things to the Fleetwood Mac side with their rockin' tune, Go Your Own Way. Now it's more just a strummin' tune, although I talked about in that lesson, capoing an acoustic guitar to get into the key of F by playing in the key of D at the 3rd fret. So a little bit of theory involved in that. And then also, while we're on the Fleetwood Mac side, I had a chance to put together a tablature arrangement of the chord solo to Landslide. So in case you missed that on the forum, the way I played through Landslide in the playthrough, where I pick out the melody along with the bass notes, is now there's tablature to that included with the lesson. So I know a lot of people have been asking about that, and happy to oblige, finally. Again, takes me forever to get to stuff like that, but once I get started on it, I end up having a good time with it. And so let's see, at the end of the week we're getting down to the end of Quicksand, down to the second to last part of Quicksand out this week. And then one more thing. Oh, when I was doing all the Jethro Tull stuff from a few weeks ago, I had a hard time really limiting it to even just the 4 songs or 5 songs that we wanted to put out right then. And I had to do a couple others, and a few more will be appearing over the next few weeks, because I love Ian Anderson's guitar playing. And so yesterday, Thursday, we brought out Living in the Past, which is a very unusual tune. Of course, it's in 5/4 time, which makes for some complicated strumming patterns. So if you missed the post on that and you're interested in more Jethro Tull stuff, check out Living in the Past. We've got very extensive lesson on that I had a lot of fun putting together. So I think that's it. Oh no, there is one more big thing, and that is, as remember last week, the last couple of weeks, we had a bunch of songs from the 80s, and if you're not a Target member and you like the packages that we put together, we have now put together a pack of 10 tunes from the 80s. Included a couple of last week's, Stray Cat Strut and Take on Me are in there, as well as some of the stuff from the earlier week, Patience and Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and then some older stuff. I think there's like Metallica in there and a few others. So if you're interested in the 10-pack of 80s tunes, there's info now all over the site on that. And that is, as you know, the 10 packs or the 5 packs, whatever amount of songs we put together in a pack ends up being a real deal, usually about half price or something like that from the full list on them all. So anyway, so be sure to check out the 80s pack, and we've got a few more of those kind of rolling out over the next few weeks, really trying to just bring people better value for some things, and that's what the packs do, is get you a good package deal. So a few more packs on the way. And next week, going back to the theme of a bunch of songs by one band. 4, maybe 5. Haven't really decided yet. At least 4. So, and on Monday you will know what band it is. I should probably tell you, because it's going to have some long-awaited requests and some really obscure tunes that nobody's ever thought I would ever put up. So, and they are by the, it's from the Complete Canons of Things by David Crosby, Steve Stills, and Graham Nash. Maybe Neil Young. I don't know. I think we have enough Neil Young around here right for now. But anyhow, so a few other Crosby, Stills, and Nash songs. Because again, same just like with Jethro Tull, once I started doing a few of their tunes, I couldn't stop. Had to just roll on and on and on. Okay, I have been here too long. The yellow light is flashing over there that says, you're out of time, you're out of time, you're out of time, shut up. Okay, see you next week.